Alright, yesterday we got this crazy thing built. In the beginning, starting doing it, I had no idea what we were going to do, and when I was trying to pie cut and weld those spots, that totally didn't work. But it bent easily enough in our homemade brake. Homemade box tubing bender? I don't know what you call it. Homemade bender. Anyways, whatever you call it. The Hujima flop it. And so we bent them all in the Hujima flop it, and it seemed to go pretty well. It's really neat how it has like this awesome curve to it, you know. It's a neat piece. I've never built anything quite like it. So now we're going to find out if it rests against the bottom of that roof nicely or if this is a total loss. We got our pieces that Jarad made kind of sitting in there, and we're holding it with magnets through the roof skin there. We're going to put this up against there, and then those curved pieces are going to go down to our major pillars here. Hold that piece up in there, hold that bracework up in there. You know, with it being this cage and then having a radius piece down to those pillars, it's kind of, you know, come full circle of a structure work that's coming through here. So when we put that roof rack and everything on, you know, my 300-pound butt shouldn't be up there, but you know, maybe send one of the kiddos up there to retrieve that bag from the roof rack, you know. So let's see what we can mess up.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Now we have some thinking to do, because what I'd like to do on those little braces that come up to this piece, I'd like to drill a hole through those and through the roof and put a bolt through them. That bolt will hold the roof rack on, and what we'll have out here is a tab that comes down, kind of like a teardrop shape, holds this pipe, you know, the pipe's welded to the tab, and then the bolt's back here. The nut will be welded to that plate on the inside, so if you need to take off the roof rack, you can take it off from the exterior without having to get to any of the hardware underneath the headliner when we're all said and done. But I want to put these, I'm kind of marking out at our pillars, which are 40 inches to each one, and then we'll have another one here 40 inches back. So those, where we're putting those pieces is right on our pillars, like we've talked about, to have that consistent cage effect, and the post will go right up with the pillars. What we're trying to determine is if this pipe is further in and our solar panels needed X amount more room, like a 1/4 inch more, and we drop the ball and, you know, have to go to the next smaller solar panel, which is, let's say, a foot shorter, 2 feet shorter, that would be a real bummer if we only needed to have these bars out a 1/4 inch more. So we're going to try to figure out the maximum solar panel that we can get in there with having these bars far out, but the further we move these out, the taller that side has to be to get over the roof with the solar panel. So we have all these variables to think about right now. I measured the inside of this, and we're 20 feet long, 5 foot high, and 5 foot wide, approximately. We did nail 20 foot long exactly, about a little bit more than 5 foot wide, and almost like 4.5 feet tall. So I rounded up a little bit, but it came out with an even 10,000 BTU for cooling, 12,000 for heat. So we looked up the units, and they actually tend to hit that quite a bit, where you're running 10,000 BTUs on a cooler. So now we have our 320 watt, 200 watt, 100 watt solar panels and our dimensions for those. And then we need to configure out how we can put that, and most likely our AC unit's going to be in the middle just for functionality, and that's the way it seems like it's going to need to be. And it's not really a separate unit like I was thinking. I was thinking like a mini split, like unit on top, couple hoses come through, you put the bottom piece wherever it goes. But they're still running the conventional, it's got a hat, it's got a bottom, sticks up in there, and that's kind of how it works. And from what I've priced out, they're about $1,000 to $4,500, depending on brand. Hard to say on quality, but usually the more money you spend, the more quality it is. So now we just need to figure out if we're going to have enough room for solar panel to take care of that unit. Alright, so I got a string line there where our solar panels will come out to, with some mounting room. So our upright bar here just has to be, can be as close as that and further. I ordered some 39 Ford taillight gaskets off of eBay, and I had a 39 Ford taillight here, so I was able to stencil out that light and get an idea of what that gasket would look like. This is a little smaller than we're going to end up with, but I want to use those gaskets up here, and then the tube will weld into it, a metal plate, and then that metal plate will sit on that gasket, and we'll just put a hole in the top here for the bolt. These metal plates will probably have water jet, and because we need 10 of them, but this kind of gives us our idea. So this is the middle of our plate that's running up inside. This will sit on top, and this string line, we did one here, and then we did one in the front, and then we ran our string line here, which will tell us where those bolts will go through in comparison to the roof, not in comparison to the curve of the roof. So yeah, we just marked center over our pillars here, and we got our measurement up there. So after a lot of stuff, we're figuring out where to put these holes. All right, we got our bolts through the roof there, bolting our little side jobbies on here. Now we'll take this piece up onto the roof, and then we'll mark these, how far we're going to cut them down, because these will get cut down so we can weld them to this edge here. Right now they're long, but we didn't quite know how that would all go. So now we got them bolted in, and we'll set that up there. Then when we take them down to cut them, we'll weld the nuts on the back here, put them back up. Put in a few more braces today just for the AC unit and stuff that's going to be going down the middle there. Real happy with that. We're going to have the AC unit in right about there, and then it'll be solar panel from there forward and from there back. The roof rack will hold all the solar panels, and the AC will be mounted to the roof, and that's why we did the extra brace work there, so it's not flopping around. But happy with it. It's going to tighten up that roof skin enough to work on it and make it right. Of course, you won't be able to see any of it after we're done making it right, but gotta make it right anyway.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.